Welcome to Best Practices for the Polyglot Developer, or BPPD for short. My name is Jorge Ortiz, and you are watching to the introduction video for this series, where I explain what I plan to do and how these videos are going to be. So the idea is to share some knowledge that I have gathered throughout the years with you. And this knowledge is about many different topics, not a single development topic or a single language, but rather a collection of best practices about architecture, about how to maintain code, how to write good code, or even how to test it. And I don't plan to just focus on a single language or a single topic, but rather a collection of techniques and tools that I think that are useful for my day-to-day job. Well, probably you're thinking now, who is this guy and why should I watch to these videos? Let me introduce myself. So I have been writing code since probably 1983 or something like that. I was writing basic code for a casual calculator, and at the time, not even War Games had been released. The movie, you know. After that, I started writing code for MIT. I was writing C and C++. I was doing neural nets there. That was in 1993. And for the 16 years that I worked for HP and also for some companies before, I have been involved in very, very different projects. I wrote code to gather information from some systems to change the way the systems were behaving. I wrote code for doing some penetration tests and security. I have been writing code for several purposes. And not only professionally, I also wrote code for what I was interested in, my personal projects, probably as you do. And that's how I learned how to write code for Palm OS and also for iOS and Android later. But let me come back to the contents of this series of videos. My goal here is to have a series of videos that will have an intermediate level. So I'm not planning to teach you or to share with you the basics of any programming language, but rather a collection of tools and best practices and techniques that you can use with them. And the content is not going to be very long. Like each video, I'm going to aim for 15 to 30 minutes because, well, I personally don't like longer videos. I prefer to have shorter videos. Then I can pick and choose the ones that I'm more interested in. And in this case, I think that this is a good amount of time to explain some topic and to cover it enough so you can practice it by yourself and share your thoughts with me. And this is not going to be about just a single language. This is not going to be about Go, although this is the first language that I'm writing here, the first language that I will be using in one of the videos. But rather, I will try to use different languages that I frequently use. I do mobile development, as I said, and I use Kotlin and Swift. So I will try to also have some videos for those languages. And since I have had to learn backend stuff for the companies I've been working with as a consultant or teaching them also, I have also had to learn Rust. So Go, Rust, Kotlin, Swift, these are going to be the usual suspects, hopefully. But that really depends on you. If you are interested in the videos, then I would really appreciate if you click on the like button so I know that I'm not the only one interested in that topic in the universe, but rather that there's somebody else who is interested about that and would spend some time of her life or his life watching that video. So I'm completely open to suggestions on topics and also about constructive criticism. So if you think that there's something I shouldn't do or something that I should do instead of what I'm doing, things that would have to happen differently, please let me know. I mean, like, put whatever you feel like in your comments, and I will read it, and if it makes sense, I will try to apply it. So thank you very much for watching this first video, and I hope I will see you around very often watching the other ones, and take care.